you. I caught you where I want you, y'all. Them a go on like them nice. Them no nice like we. And I go on like them sweet. Them no sweet like we. Them a go on like them high. But them take it so low. And I go on like them care. But them not sincere. Them no nice like we. Good nice like we. Them no nice like we. Them no King Selassie. Them no nice like we. Them no Marcus Garvey. No nice like we. Them no Sister Nanny. Them a go like them rough. Them no rough like we. And I go like them tough. Them not tough like we. Them a go like them high. But them take it so low. And I go like them care. But them not sincere. Them no nice like we. No nice like we. Them no nice like we. Have no love, you see. Them no nice like we. Have no liberty. Them no nice like we. Them no know no justice. Them a guani guani. Just a guani guani. Them a guani guani. Can't go on like we. Them a go like them high. But them take it so low. And a go like them care. Jah know them not sincere. Them no nice like we. Good nice like we. No nice like we. Them no know King Selassie. No nice like we. No Marcus Garvey. No nice like we. No Sister Nanny. Why? Them just a guani guani. Boy, can't go on like we. Why? Them just a guani guani. Can't go on like I and I. Why? Them just a guani guani. Guani guani. Why? Them just a guani guani. Them just a guani guani.
Said a message of love again. Why? When me was a youth, me granny whip me and me skin it coulda catch a fire. Nearby Fred Tona playing a lynch pack and the music just blaze it higher. Cause me couldn't leave the yacht, she said the dance got too much weed and rasta. I love your granny dear, but this a generation come fi blaze it high. You cannot deny people's struggle. You cannot deny people's struggle. Open your eyes, people's struggle, and feel the vibes. Yeah. A message of love again. Me said a message of love again. Almost every leader hide the truth, cause them prophet as a real liar. Only reggae music like a breeze. With the truth it blaze the fire. The lessons in our life come the hard way, and we slip and we still falter. But the love between we and God is solid. This is just a reminder. Cannot deny people's struggle. You cannot deny people's struggle. Open your eyes, people's struggle. Feel the fire. Breeze a blow, fire a go blaze. It's got to get better. There is a way. It's now or never. We'll see through the games they play. People's joy. Whoa. People's joy. Tell me if you have a clean conscience. Tell me if you have a clean hand. Do you take my kindness for weakness and take me for granted again? A message of love again. People's joy. Me said a message of love again. People's joy. Why, why, breeze a blow. Me say fire a go blaze. Why, a message of love again. Me said a message of love again.
Yes, greetings, things and times. We're there with you. Yeah, hold up, Sudan, hold up. Greetings again, things and times. We're there with you. There's a lot of things to say, very few factual truth. We're here today. A lot of lies and deception coming by way of the labor people them. Due to deception and deceiving all those hundreds of thousands of marchers, people who demonstrate for see the best of us as human beings, that demonstrated, protested to witness and to encourage the best of us as human beings, our humanitarian actions and reaction as human beings. And the British is good at twisting the words, as in the English words, and the way they project it. And they're the masters of deception. So there were some amendments, and there was 3 whips in Parliament with the Labour constituency and the Labour constitution and the Labour Party administrations and ministers. And many of the people then want the leadership to ask for a ceasefire. But Labour leadership is saying, no, we can't do that. But somehow the SNP or something, one of the parties them from Scotland and others put some things into place due to the constitution. So them get a 3 whip. But the leadership and others have told the people them to read a particular script. And that script is to make the general public, which is the hundreds of thousands of people that's been demonstrated, and the hundreds of thousands of people that has not been able to demonstrate, that they are in representation. Them not also ceasefire now. They are in representation of the term ceasefire. But not at this time. And things like that. The deception is in the wording. And there's one person that have a very big constituency with Muslims that has been very vocal for a long time. So I wouldn't actually say that she's decided to resign to show the Muslim community in that constituency that she's just. She is being just. She's been honest and she's been sincere from the start. Because she was a campaigner before any of these things happened. She's a person that wants human rights. And she don't want to see any form of injustice, whether it's on the Palestinian side or the other side. And she wasn't pulling punches about sides. She was saying that the Palestinian people, for as long as she had understanding, have not been treated justly. Now she become this MP and all these different caps that she's been able to obtain through her perseverance and education and so on. She retained that feeling. But it come to point that when she hear about these deceptions and they've been asked to deceive the general population through to the use of PR exercise and social media spin, that pushed her too far. So she resigns. She wasn't sacked, she resigned. I mean, she's capable of having a job, but it depends on who she would wish to work for, and also who would wish to employ her. But she can create. And that's not her concern. That's just me saying this. But then in East London, a huge Muslim population, their MPs and the Labour leadership have declined. They're not asking for no ceasefire. Them not dealing with no amendments. Them not pushing the button. They're showing and saying things like Hamas have said what they have done, they will repeat again and again. I don't know where these people get all of these things from. They've worn the children thing out. They've worn that out. Now them come and said, well, them have armed forces underneath the hospital them. This is where they're camping out. Last weekend, not just this one gone, they're saying that people were used as shields. So it's not their fault anyone lost them life. They were using people as shields. Then they gave a description of these people, and these people happen to be children, because them bomb somewhere and then get to understand that there was so much children was in this particular area and obviously got bombed up. So they said that Hamas used these people as shields. So the children has been worn out. You know, this whole thing about projecting the children and saying that this and this is what's happened to the children and their heads, right? That's been worn out. So now it's human shields. Now it's gone to hospital. Now in England, through the two parties, I don't know what happened to Liberal not talk. They're saying on all these radio programs and these TV programs and all these other programs that's being broadcast through Popcast or whatever, that Hamas said they will continue to repeat and repeat what they did. Now, there's only one broadcast I've heard the person ask, where did you get that? Where did you get that? And the person take a stock in this person to ask them if you're saying that I'm lying, if I'm deceit. And I'm hoping that the person would have said yes, because I need to hear from you where you get that, because you're making these statements. You're saying these things like somehow this authentic, and I want to know, where did you get this news? Not even news. They say, where did you get that from? What you're saying, where did you get it from? And them just got red and start screaming. And this was a man. And I think I would say he's in his 30s, a young man in this Labour Party. It's shocking how they speak, these people. Then you go over to America now, and they're saying the same thing. They're all singing off, reading off the same script. I mean, what is it about people of color? What is it about people that are not Europeans that you all don't like? What is this? This is the picture that you all have painted by yourselves. This is the script, not from Shakespeare, not from Keats, that you all have written by yourselves about yourselves. And the world, even in the Amazon, have heard you. Now some people, as in African and Black British and African Caribbean and they're not realizing that we in the diaspora, the children of our ancestors who you captured and turned into slaves, what we've been enduring for years and still are, racism. And now they can see, as well as hear. Do you know how many years, how much lifetime, how much of our people have died? And relatives and everybody, just as said, listen. And some of them don't want to believe, especially the ones in the Caribbean. Even though they smell hell. Because they're servitude slaves. They just occupy the space for tourist entertainment, enjoyment. And then they put them against each other. Because the one that's will to do and was able to get a good education or to study, and their family had $2 that they've kept underneath some rocks. Have something. And the same thing is applicable in Africa. It's only that Africa have much, much more resources and more space. So the Caribbean islands, they don't have no space. But at least them have a house equal to one of the Queen's chalets that them have there in Dorchester. Yes, you know them little apartments. Some of the people them in the Caribbean that is meant to be like first class, they're at that level. And they only they become that level because they were singled out. They're what we call roast breadfruits. We admire their skills, but we didn't have the opportunity. And no matter how hard our parents then work on a plantation, we still didn't have the opportunity, because if Britain didn't give it to you, you couldn't get it. And even if our parents work every hour that they could and pay for our education, we weren't going anywhere. What am I bragging about? The deceitfulness. Now, my people, black people, those ones that said this had nothing to do with us. The word I'm going to use now, ethnic cleansing. Many of you read and seen that developed. in Bosnia. Y'all have seen it and heard. Y'all have seen it in other countries. Because the Mayans, no, not the Mayans, like Inga or something of this nature. Huh? But some of you turn around and say, "Chad, them are Indian and rare. Right? They're human beings, man. And the use of language is what caused that. They were saying that they were rooting out drugs and gangs of people that are into these drugs. But the people them are Muslims. The Rohingyas. And this leader or this head of the army don't like them. And the people them that he's the commander-in-chief of, he instilled his dislike for these people in them. Now today, he hasn't been arrested and his army and taken to The Hague. And these people are suffering. This is nearly 6 years going. And many hundreds and thousands of them have been killed. And hundreds and thousands of women have been raped and misused. But when it first started, it was headline conversations. I wouldn't even call it news, it was headline conversations. Along the way, something happened or didn't happen. It stopped. No more news. And then this man from America comes on the scene as president that we call Emperor Nero. And him start talk about fake news, misuse of news, and people laugh at the man, at his words, and try to say it's because him can't get when what say my shout out foul. He wasn't doing that. He was being truthful, honest, upright, sincere in relation to that statement. Ain't we witnessing it? Didn't we just witness it with this Russian conflict with them and NATO? Them shut the news down. And before this happened, RT and various other channels, England banned them, pulled the plug on them, shut them down. But none of us knew that something was brewing. It just seemed that somehow the people then violate some part of them contract and something happened. That's what we were feeling, those of us who used to tune in. Then the Chinese went, and you think like, and the Chinese news was also in English. You think like, wagwan. And then this man get barred from these Twitters and all of these something, and then him start talk, and then you put one and one together and you get two, and you think like, right, this look what's happening. Look what's happening. So now we're here on a moral stance, and we have visual contact in the first instance, but we're also listening. People around the world have been able to listen, even though now they're dumbing that down. And they've come to one conclusion, that there's so much injustices. So this feeling is going around the globe, like George Floyd. The exposure. of bad treatment, injustice, racism, prejudice, then murder. At the same time, all of that amounts to murder. The outcome was murder, death. But it was seen not by regular, popular, professional newscasts. No, it was two young persons that stood their ground and exercised their given rights. You know, they were fortunate that there wasn't a rogue cop within that group that said, listen, let me just take that stuff from them, arrest them and confiscate. That didn't happen. It could have happened, but it didn't. So that's how the world, we were fortunate. And George Floyd's family, they were fortunate to actually see what did happen and what was happening from start to finish. So now we're here again with some exposure. And this is where we've been crying and crying for years, black people, because of racism in America, in the Caribbean, in England, everywhere. And some people that tell we say we have chip on our shoulder and it's about time we get over it. But there's a lot of us that's gone to our graves. Can't get over nothing there. And then on top of that, just to ask for an apology for what your ancestors did and the amount of money that you still earn from that great atrocity, your mouth can't open. You have this ignorant pride. And it doesn't prevent you. You're so persistent and insistent that you will not use the word, I apologize for my ancestors' actions towards you. And in terms of Prince Charles, King Charles, him could have been more humane. Look how long you have to wait. Look how long you have to wait. You have to wait till your mother die. It's not like they want to give it to you. You have to wait till she's dead. She never even hand it over to you. She wasn't here to witness your coronation. And perhaps she's already outlined that nowhere on earth should you open your mouth and use that term. It will break the empire. And you don't have an empire, allegedly. But you do. You still have an empire. You still have a British empire. It's just that you don't glass it. Shut Chatham's house down and mind your own business and stop infiltrating other people. And your cousins and your brother them over America. Do but the same. You all are terrible. Terrible people. And all these ministers, all these religious people, what happened to the Puritans there in the United States? What happened to the Mormons? What happened to the Quakers? What happened to the Catholics? What happened to the Protestants? What happened to all of you? God says that we should be in justice. God said we're supposed to be in harmony as human beings. There's no way in your book, if it's something from God, that you all actually adheres to or try to adhere to. Because in America, when your courts and everything is in God you trust. So the question really is, what God is that? Because you met the people in the world for so long, feels so that God is being with you all. So God was with you when you dropped the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. God is with you when you create all these madness and go around places and bully other people. That's what people believe. Because you do it and say it's in God you trust. So them actually believe in this world that God are back or no. That's why the world is upside down and people are confused. Because they're saying that if this is what America do, England do, and France do, God must be with them. Because nothing don't go against France, England, and America. And when America say them not tolerate somebody or them have some interest in a somebody and them land or some of their people, they get what they want. So we expect the people them to feel. Them already been influenced that God must be with you know. What y'all are saying must be right. It's being sanctioned and ordained by God. Because the Pope don't turn around and say nothing. What happened to the Pope? Is the Pope sick? Or the Pope have dementia? What happened to the Pope? Him supposed to be, you know, the whole structure they supposed to be like Jesus on earth? The representative? That's why I don't know who this Jesus really is. I'd like someone to really tell me. And please do not say Isa. And don't use the word Christ, because you're all lying. Because if it was in the embodiment of Yeshua, these actions no one will be talking about. We won't be at this level of mental and moral confusion. But the people that would be at this level would be people that's not godly. You see, I'm qualifying it because people who are at the level that we're all experiencing right now, they be ungodly people. The opposite of that would be people that are adhering to Moses and Yeshua, keeping the laws and the commandments to the best of their ability. So at least we won't be having such madness and so much killings. You know, lies, yes, we can accommodate them. But butcheries and killings and all, no. Because he said, thou should not kill. And we won't be coveting each other's wives and lusting after each other's children and all that. I mean, because, you know, they're right up there in the top 5 commandments. You understand? Get rid of all of these bad, sinister behaviors of human beings. So you should know it's God we're talking about here. Because God is he knows us. You know what I mean? Anybody who step out of line, these are the most despicable things that will come into their mind. You understand? Because remember, we are given the freedom of thought, freedom of action. We're not angelic like the angels. They listen, they have a particular role, and that role is to worship and serve the Almighty. And they do that. They don't say, no, I'm not getting up this morning. Let somebody do it. No, they don't have this kind of discourse. See? But we're given freedom. Whether we want to get up, whether we want to run, whether we want to walk, whether we want to shut down, whether we want to try and force ourselves to sleep, or whether we want to be criminals. Anything. That's what the freedom of thought is all about. But what does God show us? of all the pledges that he's given to us, all the favors that he's awarded us. We do not bring anything here. But yet still we behave differently. We behave differently. So what does the Quran say? So I'm here to help you. And when you're in trouble, I'm here to instruct you. Read me. You understand? It's a book of instructions. It's no person that said they're a driver, that say they're a driver, or wanted to pursue the art or the skills or the ability to drive, that didn't learn the rules of driving. And when I talk nothing about the gears and the exhaust and the clutch, no, and the steering, you have to have a mental approach. You have to understand what the highway, what's the rules of movements, which is part and parcel of the highway code, how you control this vehicle that you're going to learn to control, i.e. co-driving. So they just don't go out there and do mad things. Because if you don't know those things, you won't be able to read what we call a highway code. You won't be able to navigate yourself. You just don't do anything. And that anything will cause chaos. Because everybody won't be like you. But you would think everybody else is doing something wrong and you're doing something right. And it's become chaotic. People that go right and you go left. People go right round the roundabout and you go left round the roundabout. Yo. And you don't even acknowledge the thing is a roundabout. Neither do I and the next person. So what we have? Chaos. Chaos. And you know that's what we've developed as human beings. And we've shared that knowledge across the earth as human beings. We started with animals, carts, camels, donkeys, mules. Yes. And we all agree. Why don't we agree on justice and equality? Why don't we agree on those things? I'm not sinister. It's worthwhile giving thought to things. But you know what I realized with European people? Particularly, seriously, European people, they like to be in charge. They like to be in charge. They like to be on top. They like to be the author. And then it don't stop there. Because when they become the author, they want to be the one that's instructing everybody. And then they build a structure that's where they're the one that's the author. Them pass the instructions. And then them have people that carry out their instructions to the latter. And that's what they love the most. Because then they can sit back and watch their thoughts and watch actions and reactions of their predators. It could be a marvelous feeling because when you try to do something and you can see success coming and everything, you get some self-gratification. You do. Even when you try to learn something and you feel like you understand the formulas, it's pleasing. It's pleasing. You get personal gratification and you get personal reward. But you see, European people, they want to dominate. Lord of His mercy. They want to dominate. And that's, I can't figure this out. Why? Where would I learn them things they from? The history that I've learned from you all, it's about these Romans. And them like to dominate other people. And them go far, far, far from where them live, where them reside. And try conquer people. Always pillaging something. And then spend a whole heap of time developing weapons. And then a whole heap of time reasoning among themselves about what them call war tactics. How to deploy forces. Wow. This is mentally exhausting. Now we see one of you said, I try to show you all, we don't want to join the club, you know. We're in the club and you must accept us. And this is what's happening. And we're coming in there at number 5. And by the time we finish, you better move us up to number 4, maybe even 3 in the world of power. And we're talking about military power. We're not talking about intellectual power. We're not talking about health power. Hey, yo, you criminals. And you all are human beings. So where did you get this soul from? How did your souls get like that? I mean, that's a serious question. How did your souls get like that? Because God never created a soul like that. But he allowed us to reach to them levels. And is not, he is part of that scheme, you know. And we are create that ourselves. Oh, you children of Cain. You children of Cain. Wicked people. Abel was innocent, so was Cain. But Cain started talking, seeing, and wanting some kind of illusion that has nothing to do with his mother and father and the Creator God Almighty. Cain. What did God do to Cain? God told Cain what he did. And he told him he would banish him on this earth. But what I don't know is, where did Cain reside? And what tribe is Cain's? Because when I do destructive things, whoever they are, wherever they reside. Now, I'm not going to be Elijah Muhammad or Farrakhan, but I'm telling you, the actions of these people, they're descendants of Cain. That's as far as I will go. The actions of these people, of those people, they're descendants of Cain. Them can't come from Abraham alayhi salam. Them can't come from Isa alayhi salam. Them can't come from Dawood alayhi salam. Them cannot come from Solomon alayhi salam. Neither can they be coming from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But before the prophet, they cannot come from Ishmael or Isaac alayhi salam. Never. Never, never. You don't even have a sense of the taste of their blood. Let them alone their morality or their connection with the Almighty, because they fear God. They fear God. Now, our father, Abraham alayhi salam, should you not be his children also? You don't reverence that wound that bore you. So what is it and who is it that you all are part of? Strange. So with your deception, your deception, labor. You think you're going to win now? It's going to be very strange, this election. You remember the last 2 or 3 elections with conservative? Them just pass the baton on to one another. Gonna come with some funny move and charge Labour, Jeremy Corbyn, as Semitic, anti-Semitic, or anti-Semite, or whatever. And wanna push every button. And the journalists, everybody. And whether he was going to remain the leader or not, you cramp Labour and pass the baton to another person in the same party, conservative. So there not be no person up there that's been genuine. So it look like you're going to be back again because of this situation here. And because of the legions that you all have. Labour, his partner, is an Israelite, is one of these Europeans from the Middle East. Everything is by association. And who is not in by association is by affiliation. And there's nothing wrong with all of that, you know. But where's your human quality and human dignity? Humane. So I keep telling my black people, you know, we got to learn how to cry, star. Not cry because somebody beat your backside up, you know. Ever learn how to cry, man, and get some sympathy from people. But you see, we are not like that. We're not ingenuine people, we're just genuine, upright. But I'm still saying, learn how to damn cry. Because once them people start talking about something, them start cry. And even when them a lie, them still cry. Because them know how to touch up the sensitive nerves of peoples. And we behave like we don't know that. Jesus, please. I mean, some people go to court and them swear by Allah to tell the truth, the whole truth, to help Allah and everything. And when certain questions Tarated ask, instead of them say, like the Americans, I take the fifth, then go tell a lie. Then go tell a lie. Now the Bible people, them do the same Rati thing. Them swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, to help me God. And the first Rati question that come past them, them Rati lie. And then go on like see them there Hollywood writing a script. And still a shut up and say what them I say. Them prolong the whole blasted agony and tell a whole story because they know a lie them I tell. And they want to cream it up and make it seem like, yeah, so it go. Not realizing that the liar waiting on. Let you hang yourself. And then within 2 days, the goddamn case is done. Now you cry and wish and had that you did know, and now you want to pray to God. You want to say God desert you and everything, and you try pray to God and everything. And nothing not going to happen, because a lie you did that tell. So I don't understand why people don't really trust themselves and deal with truth. If you get involved in something you should be involved in, just say, yo, you know what? I put my foot the wrong place. Right, no, look at that. I go get... Because when you never get catch, you feel good, innit? when you never get found out, you feel good. When you get found out, not to rat it, you depend on repentance. And it's crazy how people just go on repentance so quick. Nobody not sentence them. Nobody, and all of a sudden they're repenting. So you do know that there's a God. So why you repent for? Yeah? So, hey, human beings, we terrible enough. Let's put on this bad image. As soon as you get found out of something to write it, you come small now, you repent and you're apologetic and I didn't mean it and yeah. And if hanging was on the same thing and you just place like Saudi Arabia and place there, where you gonna get your head chopped off? Oh gosh, man. Huh? Yeah, listen, the Queen got hanging, corporal punishment to be banished here because she had sons. And one of her sons, them, will be on the throne. You understand? Because you see the one that go and do all of that mischievous behavior, you know it's a serious problem that's in her. But them use money to shut that up. Yo, before the YouTube and the monarchy and everybody banned me, listen, time. Oh gosh, man. Deception. Right? They deceive the people and them also use and through deception. So and you know, say deception is being dishonest, you know. Huh? Being very, very dishonest. And we children and all the children them go to school, go to Sunday school, at church school and everything, to be taught not to be deceiving, not to be lied, to be truthful, to be honest, and to be sincere. Yes. And we're taught to practice those things on a day-by-day basis at school, so it sinks in. It sinks in. But then what do we do? We learn to try and trickify people and mislead people. Intentionally, you know. Intentionally we do this. And who are some of the best people that do this? Lawyers. Them know say me is their client and they know say to me done guilty. So what them go do? Them try to deceive the jury. If the case is leveled out by a jury, them go there and try hoodwink the jury. And make me seem to be an angelic person and just tell me, say, listen, don't talk, you know. And you must always look decent and polite and don't stare at anybody. And when I tell you to rub your eyes as if you're crying, showing some remorse, follow my lead. Do not have a stiff lip and a stiff cheek. Yes, you're well coached. How to trickify people and mislead people. The practicing of deception. Could you imagine? Just to keep their job. Not a position in their job. In politics. The people them can't say, even women watching people taking bits, the remains of a disposed body and bodies of children, and you're female that have a wound, and you're not saying, no, to hell with that. Wait, I mean, what is this job worth? Lying? Witnessing brutality? Two wrongs don't make a right, so don't bother tell me nothing about no damn Hamas. Hamas is legal. They are the institution of government. It's just because you don't like them. You never liked the ANC. You remember? We know that 25 years or 26 years on make the whole world see that Nelson Mandela was a terrorist. I want to arrest him. I want to let him out. Yes. I want to did the same thing with Bernadette Devlin. Till she till she committed suicide. What? She didn't kill herself. She starved herself. And what the brother name? There was another one, an Irishman. Went on hunger strike. And when I didn't care damn. When I see how weak him get and everything, I don't care damn. And it's truth, him I tell truth. And she burning it, I tell truth too. And I go all the way back to you on the Inquisition. And when I used to take people and put them on the stake, try them, judge them, and then carry them out and tie them up and put bricks, twigs, tree barks, and burn them alive. I mean, this is your ancestors, man. These are things you did. Terrible people. And when I deliberately, and then your so-called judges, because you didn't have jury, you have judges, alleged judges, and you determine that such and such person is guilty. But what did you do? You torture the people, them. You torture them. Then when you find that you're supposed to have judged them and you find them guilty, then you burn them at the stake. Some people you chop off them head. Some people you hang. You become so professional with this thing. Hanging, burning, and executing. It's all execution anyway. So when the Inquisition come, it's just that when I do it regularly. It didn't decide to go to no court. They just say, yo, you know what? This person ain't seeing God the way we want them to see God. That was part of it too. And you're saying that some people didn't have a soul. And some people had a good soul. I mean, how do you know these things? The crusade, what was that all about? Murder. The same people without America now, on their own, going across to Al-Quds, Jerusalem, and butchering people. And nobody over there know you. They never invite you. But you come over there with your criminal mind. And you're still at it today. This is the thing that's ironic about your historical past and the history that you're just about to write. And some of your people, them, especially women, they don't want to be on this side of your history because they know the crap that you're going to write. Because you started off, Hamas. Hey, come on. And with Ireland, the same thing. You know what I mean? They're your same people. You're not your cousins or anything. You're your same people. But you ostracize them. And then you take them and split them up. And you take one and say, this one is more likable to you. And you this, Gosh, man. And who's the people who capture everybody's goddamn land? England. And are wicked. Terrible. And I still want to know where where are the ministers? Where are these people? So, I'm going. I outlasted my chops. So, I want, Rastas, I want to play this tune for the Rastafari community. I don't have to, but I'm going to. Yeah, and then we come back to my right script. So all this good, you know. I know some of you are going to feel good with it, and others are going to say, cha.
Oh, I saw you on labor. Oh, I saw you on labor.
Go ahead, wait. Hey, you. Hey, you over there. You. Hey, you, sir.
A big, big, bad tune in a Roma.
Oh, I saw.
Now, when me peep that the other day, I'm going to do it again, see? Because most of the guy, the item, them give up the line of Judah to follow England, King James Version. Some of them follow Germany, you know, Martin Luther. And some of them follow America, the Quakers, the Protestants, and not, maybe they not understand that these people, especially the Quakers, them and the Puritans, they left here because they were persecuted. And it's very strange that those people left here and found a new found land, which them call America eventually, because of persecution. These European people were put into Al-Quds, i.e. Palestine, because something happened to them, allegedly, in Europe. And these ones that were here in England, English people that were being ostracized, brutalized, and everything, and fled this country through the way they were treated, gone to this Newfoundland, realize that other people is there, but he'll treat the people that them find there and do them worse than they were treated in their own homes here, because them kill them. And then later on, when they find that the people them start fight back, them had the audacity to come back here and get guns, ammunition. Get ammunition. Then return over there with that ammunition and put the people on in areas them call reservation. By this time, them know how the people them they survive in the different weathers, what them eat, how them manufacture them clothes, so them move the bison them out of areas so them can't get at the bison, and not even move the bison. Them put their forts, garrisons in areas, arm it, staff it and arm it, so that the natives of the land cannot get to hunt. Woo! Eventually, them start shoot the bison them. And then limit the population of the bison them. This is what these Puritans did. Now this one here from Europe, gone into Al-Quds, and also ill-treat the Palestinian, the people them find there. Quarantine them, block them off and everything. Garrison them off and everything. Limit them on resources and everything. I mean, how can you be a people who were, you said you were persecuted, but yet still you get not an arm's length, you get to develop yourself and live. And what you said happened to you, and we have witnessed, you have been doing to others. I mean, what happened? What, the devil stayed with you all? Or the devil is entrap your blood or something? Because the same thing happened to the English ones. But people look at history to say that even though they did all these things, look at them now. That's what I'm saying. There is something about the lineages of these people. It's amazing. It's amazing. So white people support white people in good, bad, and indifference. And when even them North say that you're bad, them still goddamn support you. Them don't stand back and say, yo, no. Because look at what them just did in politics. Them find out that they realize that some of these same people that go on demonstration, then go up on the march. Them assure them, say, watch her. We're not tolerating that. There's a lot of people that lose them job, you know. Lots of people have lost their jobs. They've been intimidated. And with the new cameras them have out there and everything, them have the recognition and people that get letter, Rockstone, no bother coming here. And your union, the union them, Labour got the union them under Rhapsodies. So Unison, all of them union, them not help you. Because you know what them I say? It's not due work time that you were marching, you know. All of these infringement is in your own time. We can't help you. Oh gosh, man. You think I'm joking? I know these things. Come here. Now listen to these songs here. Listen to the lyrics of these songs here. These some serious songs. Listen.
It's been over 400 years. Too long in a Babylon. From here the calling I'm supposed to.
Yeah, Rasta youth them. And all them other man and woman them that's on the radio station. You get too much education from me, you know. So you what now? You're going to get some serious education there. So don't get scared, you know. Don't get scared. But I know, so when I make notes and everything, and then when I go and like say, I come up with something, stop it. You're fraudulent. All of you are fraudulent. This is best, you know. We're not fraudulent. I done run this thing a long time.
It's been over 400 years. Too long in a Babylon. From here the calling I'm supposed to answer. It's determined again. Until I sponsor. I look to the east. To the east. To the east. I hear Zion Hill calling out my name. Righteousness knocking at my window pane. Zion Hill calling out my name.
Now listen.
Righteousness knocking at my window pane. I got to sustain the joy in my heart, in my brain. I never ever look back again. The truth still remain the same. The stress, the pain. But from the calling I now refrain. I just said the silence to the hill, and there is nowhere on the man. I run to the hills from where my strength came. Fear not corruption, I'm the one to get the blame. I run from fortune and fame, and then go yell King Selassie under the new name. Ethiopia, we home, you know I hit the figure claim. Welcome the man who control the domain. By Jaja, I get hardened. Zion Hill calling out my name. Righteousness knocking at my window. Zion Hill calling out my name. All your righteousness knocking at my window. Zion Hill call me to them city, eagle call me to them city beer. And the juggernaut draw near. I can swear, call me away from evil people, call me away from things sincere. Because Zion is to be share. It was so clear in the atmosphere. Knocking for me window, me here. Voice of the king, so polite and sincere. Mystically telling everyone meet him there. Zion Hill calling out my name. All your righteousness knocking at my window. Zion Hill calling out my name. Righteousness knocking at my window pane. I'm going home, no more will I roam. Zion, here I come, our holy compound. Knowledge over Sunday and white speech was found. Come on, hear the calling and that's where I go.
What a confrontation with your children in a Babylon. And the politician use elections to destroy the younger generation. And it is our conviction to break down the walls of Babylon. Relation between nation and nation. Helpless children crying out. They don't know what life's about. Government don't seem to care, while the people are living in fear. And no
Biggie Bow, come. Kick him, kick him. You think a joke, we a joke. Things have fun, we come to make fun. And this is not a rundown. A truth. And you better believe it, cause we're not brutes. Mind yourself. You liar people. You think you're gonna get away? Which way? All the we will die and have to die. So no matter how you run and which castle you live in, death will reach us. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Run some, you will be lonesome. Palestine will always be here, no matter what anybody have to say. Cause we care about life, human beings, all life, not just one life. Did you hear that? Wholesome. Under what? Ransom? A liar tell. Settle space equals time. A lesson learned. You better believe it. Come again, son. Come.
Lord knows, what a confrontation with your children in a Babylon, and the politician use elections to destroy the younger generation. And it is our conviction to break down the walls of Babylon. What about the...
Could you imagine big old hardback people them, and them talk about society and how them have do this for society and how them have the great politics called democracy and everything. And then I said, no example, you know. No example. They're showing people them say, watch out. You know what? If you have whatever you have, and you show people them say that you dominant with that thing that you have, you can control things. Yes. Because brute force is the order of this day. None to do with honesty, humanity, dignity. Not at all. Oh, you know what? They're also voicing that there's no way the International Criminal Court can deal with Israel. No way. And they're saying it. And there's no grounds whatsoever that the International Criminal Court can use and no, what you call the thing, no warrants for arrest and anything will be and can ever be served. And I'm saying, wow. So when I leave the children them, you leave the old people them, now you talk hospital, now you talk that Hamas said that they will do what they did, they will be doing again and again. And now you're saying that the European courts cannot serve any warrant for arrest for crimes against humanity against Israel. And if they even did, these warrants and everything will not be served. And I was like, wow, on a wicked. So you know they're making the media bring this to our attention, all the thousands of people across the earth that's been demonstrating, marching, everything. To say, here one, we don't tell you no, stop waste your time. We don't tell you no. Now, the best marches so far, alhamdulillah, nobody has broken anything. It was, hey, yo, listen, the infiltration of Black Lives Matters actually happened. You know, there were different bodies of people, them, and there was a lot of infiltration that, to make the something look bad. And we even see people that make themselves look black and go go places and mash the place, broke the place. We see that on television, not on YouTube. You understand? But to tell people uphand and their conscience know that what is happening on both ends, all those people that would be caught should serve justice. But they're saying, nah. So what they're projecting is what they said from the first place. They're going to erase Gaza and eliminate Hamas. Now, who is Hamas? Hamas is the political party for Palestine, for the Palestinian people. So they have registration, but what they're saying is every man. But they're not saying that. They're saying that every damn thing that's inside Gaza, them are going to kill.
Lord knows, what a confrontation with your children in a Babylon, and the politician use the elections to destroy the younger generation. And it is our conviction to break down the walls of Babylon. What about the loving relation between nation and nation? Helpless children crying out, they don't know what life's about. Government don't seem to care, while the people are living in fear and no condemnation.
See? Serious things now, serious. Listen to every word. Listen to the words, them. This is reggae. Come. Rasta youth, them. Come. Yeah, me, Mr. Bolo.
I'm a dingo. Michigan alongside. Yeah, me Bolo. Make them chant them down.
Yeah, I forgot all about you, man. Mr. Michigan. You understand? I don't know where Smiley there. Whoa, Papa Michigan. And Mr. Yami Crucial Bolo. Come here, Buster.
I'm a dingo. Michigan alongside. Yeah, me Bolo. Make them chant them down.
Nation will rise to crush the system. Too long the people are the victims. Evolution, poor people are chanting. So much youth bloodshed. People will rise to crush the system. Too long the people are the victims. Revolution, poor people are chanting. So much youth bloodshed.
I said too long chilling, blood been spilling. Question is what are we doing? Revolution coming, change is coming. Tell me people what are we saying? Now we cup overflow, we can't take it no more. I and I have to rise and open up new
pose. Read the books of the wise, take my mind from the floor. Revolution is a change and we have to explore.
Nation will rise to crush the system. Too long the people are the victims. Revolution, poor people are chanting. So much youth bloodshed. People will rise to crush the system. Too long the people are the victims. Revolution, poor people are chanting. So much youth bloodshed. We should live peacefully in love and harmony, spreading more love to humanity, not genocide nor slavery.
See, that's why they can't take reggae music and they want to change it and confuse it and then change the next generation, sorry, and change our children, their perception of life. You understand? And then the attitude and behavior become, hey, yo, and then we can't recognize them. And they're ours. Can't recognize the behavior, can't recognize what they're doing, can't recognize what they're saying, can't recognize nothing about them character, and then we still want to understand and know what the hell is influencing them. See? So them take our art from we because we go lost to be in their company and take their goddamn money in Europe and in the US, all for a few dollars. You understand? And people just don't seem to comprehend. And now you see. And it's far, far too late. I saw today, I don't know who sent it to me, a dance hall, some persons them are enjoying themselves. And then there's a woman who were enjoying herself. But then this woman start to masturbate herself with a bottle of something, whether it's Marby, whether it's whatever juice, what drink, or just she. Her underneath is naked. And she's in a public place, outside. And no man, no woman, nobody around grab her and say, watch her, we are deal with. We are too dignified for that. Who are you? Not no go so. We've lost it. We've lost it. We've lost it.
Lord knows, cannot keep me wine. Jah is my light and my savior. Keep me safe from all danger. We're living in these crucial times of the iron-handed rulers. Me wine. He sits on the throne and lives and rules forever. Divide and rule, the wicked man will conquer. So many youths gone astray, so many youths got tortured. Me wine. Where we one in the Middle East, telling the leaders say what is peace. Another crime.
See, so people them think say all our brethrens, Rastafari original brethrens, like all of them bow or something. No, nothing go so. It's just that when I don't want to play them tune. I don't want to play the things me I talk about just now that motivate and encourage a female to behave in such a bad manner. And all people, man and woman, are stand up. They want to say had nothing to do with them. When did we become like that? Or you can stand from far and I talk about the politician them, not do this and not do that. But your neighbor and somebody who's in a festive something just like you, or do something so atrocious and diabolical, and disrespecting themselves, let alone their mother and grandmother and grandfather and everybody. and when I can just stand there. And man, probably I get horny. Huh? Want to see more than them can see. And cameraman nah stop film it. Huh? And the more these things are going, the more ranchy and foolish this person is behaving. That shit was happening and has been happening in the dance hall. Huh? Disrespectful, man. And these man them and woman them, I said that this Palestinian something here, this thing that take place in the Middle East, have nothing to do with we. Clean yourself first, you damn fool. Clean yourself first and help clean us up. Huh? And still I run your mouth out in a nothing. You don't have no vision. Huh? You're selfish. You play the race game and it now work. Stay with that. Watch this. Listen good. Did I just say watch? Listen good. Yeah. Jokers. So we now forget Robbie, Mr. Robbie Crucial Shakespeare. See? Robbie and Sly. You understand? Okay. Sly and Robbie, both said. And Mr. Michael Rose, you know?
Shouldn't have gone to your bed hungry. You should have something to eat. Oh Lord, I wonder what keeping us from going under. With the pressure and all the propaganda. It's hard to be humble when you're so great. Your black was so high, I couldn't get over it. Your black was so low, I couldn't get beneath it. Your black was so hot, your black was like a mark.
Rhythm. Well, I come again, Michael. Come on. Yeah. Tis the time with a touchdown and a touch, down. Come here. Come.
Hey, you over there. You. Hey, you, sir.
Oh, I saw you labor. I won't accept your offers. I'd rather live and suffer. Look what you've done to my brothers. You've made them fight and kill each other.
Hey,
Don't
you.
really so.
Hey, you over there. You. Hey, you, sir.
See? So, if you know, say that Abraham laid Islam for your father, And if you really know said that is factual from tradition, and then you will know said that Ishmael are for your son, and you should know that Isaac are for your son, and you should know that Jacob are your father. That means you're not an Israelite, you're a follower. Understand that part, you know? You're a follower. See? But there's no one of the sons, them, Isaac or Ishmael, that is better than another. See? Okay. And out of the 12, there's none better than the other. It's only that 10 put a problem upon Yusuf due to jealousy and met them father, Jacob, think same dead twice. But his father would not, which is Jacob is Jacob, which will not surrender to that. But he was hurt for years. On the last occasion, them throw him into a well. And out of this well, from this well, he was found by some travelers. And those travelers were also on their way to Kemet, i.e. Egypt, the land of the kings and the land of the pharaohs. So on arriving there, them put him up for sale. Joseph, you know, in the English JJ, yes. And he was bought. And he finished up in one of the pharaoh them home. He wasn't ill-treated. He wasn't turned into a slave. And became an employee in the pharaoh, not one of the subjects of Kemet, but in the pharaoh, the head corner, the government, the institution, the big family, like the royal family, not like a royal family, but the family of government, the family that running things. And he was treated well. But the wife of the king, the pharaoh, lusted after him. She found him to be very handsome, very good looking, very smooth, and him young. And she wanted him. She yearned for him. Until one time she just made a deliberate move. Had everything set up. No maids around. Her husband is not around. Everything ready for her. But Yusuf wasn't in that. Him not see her. Him not see her like that. He knew where he was and he knew who he was. But some of you man them would have said, cha, maybe she was ugly. Forget that part there. And he told her what thou was trying to do, she should desist from it. Oh yes, it reached to the level where there's a conversation. And then he said, it's better that he takes his leave. She has said, what? I run this, not you. So he tried to leave. And on trying to leave, she grabbed him. But his mind was made up. This thing was getting hot. And he forced himself away from her to leave. And in doing so, his garment rip. So he was moving forward, garment ripped backwards. Yes. That was all the evidence that was required. And he actually had to explain that part there to the husband. But the husband, the king, the Pharaoh, let him understand that he believed him. But my position and the fact that that person, that woman, whatever her name was, is my wife. So between me and you, understand this part here. I have to do what I have to do as the king, the Pharaoh. But know ye from me, I believe you. That's what happened. How much people teach that? How much of you teach that? How much of you teach that? How much of you understand that that's what happened? So now, here comes some imposters. Imposters. Plagiarizing something, and now your cloaks them have come off, and the world can see you in your hideous behavior and everything. But there are those who are not like the king, not like the Pharaoh, who are go along with you and use the term, you have a right to defend yourself. Pharaoh had a right to represent his wife, to which he did. But he had a right. Now, if he took his right, the way these people are dealing with it, he would have got Yusuf executed. He would have got her executed. Damn. I mean, you try to assault my wife? You try to have a fling with my wife? You try to rape my wife? What? I don't have to ask. I don't have to suggest. I just have to tell them, get rid of him. Not throw him out, kill him. That never occurred. That never happened. And through that Pharaoh, king, and Yusuf, we have food stores. We have Norfolk 4-course rotation that is designed here in England. And in Africa, we have a whole irrigation system. Joseph, Yusuf did that. We have cash and carry, we have supermarkets, we have reservoir. You name it, Yusuf bought that. Yusuf introduced that into Egypt and introduced that into the world. But if this Pharaoh king was a rogue like how these people are behaving, we wouldn't have had those things, because he would have asked his legal people to chop the head off, kill him. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. It didn't happen. He just did not want to be embarrassed in his society, and he found a good way out of it. He explained to Yusuf that I have to put you in jail. Huh? And Yusuf was in jail. And put him in jail. But he made sure he was comfortable in jail. So when he had all these dreams and everything else, Allah, God Almighty, made it possible for Pharaoh the king, through his servants and people who was in jail with Yusuf, and understood and realized and experienced what Yusuf, what part of his capabilities and true potential were. They told the Pharaoh, they told the king. And he asked his guards to bring Yusuf to him. And he expounded to Yusuf his experiences. Yusuf could have said, send me back to my cell. I told you I didn't do nothing. I hear what you're saying, but I don't deserve this treatment. He didn't do that. He didn't. Because when the Pharaoh first spoke to him, it was man, not the power of the man. It was the soul of the man. It was the soul of the man with true explanation. So Yusuf listened to him, and explained to him what he was experiencing. Then what did Pharaoh ask Yusuf to do? Him asked Yusuf if him can bring these things, since he understand it so well, can he bring this thing into fruition? Because Yusuf actually told him what the dreams meant, but what he needs to do to subside all of the events. Because famine is going to come, pestilence is going to come, droughts. Yo. And Yusuf could have said, no, I want to go back with my people them. He accept. And God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strengthened him more and more. And Pharaoh did not show him any unkindness whatsoever. Even his wife. His wife did not show any more lust after him. Where you think him kill the wife? Chai, you're joking. Y'all don't know the allegory, you know the story. When I run different places, but when I want to see Armageddon and revelation about some beast with a whole heap of head and all kind of nonsense. Huh? Always I deal with these mysticisms. Huh? What I just given is not a mysticism. Because do we not have supermarkets like all across the earth? Do we not have reservoir all across the earth? Do we not have agriculture, farm belts, beds, and everything all across the earth? Come on, man. Do we not have storehouses that you call warehouses? We have all these things. I have all of them. Joseph, by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So stop it. Stop it. One more. Come. Come.
Say the children are crying. See the people are suffer while the children are crying. They don't know why. They don't know why. Hey, economic crisis get high. The rich and poor them start to cry. They start to cry. Hey, so many been killed and so many been burned. So many been tortured for them rights. So many shot blow and so many skin burned. And I know that ain't right. So give them some freedom and liberation. Feed the black population. Setting a better foundation for the younger generation. Give me some freedom.
And you know something? I never made up nothing there. I didn't add anything there. I didn't have to because that'd be so wrong. The fact that's what happened. The only difference is you heard my voice. The only difference is you didn't hear me read it. Because if I read it, you would have heard the vowels. You would have heard the full events. When certain person walk this, right? Because that's how it's written. Huh? And I didn't read it from the Quran. I read it from remembrance. I recited it from remembrance in my brain. In my brain. And I can do it again. Same way. Maybe I can slow it down and try to charm your minds. But that wouldn't be necessary. So we say, guidance. we are get something to watch.
Wake up this morning, look like a curfew. Run up in a roadblock, dear Babylon there. Wake up this morning, couldn't believe it's true. Run, leave my shoe. Hope I can cut. All I got on me is Irish mash and little NC. Little herb to smoke, Mr. Babylon. Not telling you no joke. Now you're looking for constant ammunition, Mr. Babylon.
cut. Sting ding dong. Knowledge is power. Every day, Rastafari every hour. Things get critical. Be good people, I said. Every day we are war amongst each other. True Babylon. Yes, them strike again. One more youth to the mark. Praying for one another. Be safe, be safe. Every day of my life, we are worried what's coming our way. Wake up this morning, look like a curfew. Run up in a roadblock, and up Babylon there. Wake up this morning, couldn't believe it's true. Run, leave my shoes. Hope I can cut. And then my pressure every day. And we have look, as some may say. When one door is closed, another is open. Babylon away. Peace and love in our earth right now because too much war. The youths them you see today, it's only falling apart. Wake up this morning, look like a curfew. Run up in a roadblock, here Babylon they are. Wake up this morning, couldn't believe it's true. Run, leave my shoes. Hope I can cut. Wake up this morning. Run, left my shoes. Never sell out and lose your soul. Rastafari know. One wife, one life, one life. One wife, one life, one life. Wake up this morning.
So we get one more. We're gone, you know. Come here. Hey, why?
I'm a dingo.
Hotter than hot.
Michigan alongside. Yeah, we bowl up. Make we chant them down.
Nation will rise to crush the system. Too long the people are the victims. Evolution, poor people are chanting. So much youth bloodshed. People will rise to crush the system. Too long the people are the victims. Evolution, poor people are chanting. So much youth bloodshed.
I said too long chilling, blood been spilling. Western is what time we're doing. Revolution coming, change is coming. Tell me people what time we're saying. Now we cup overflow, we can't take it no more. I and I have to rise and open up new doors. Read the books of the wise, step we mind from the floor. Revolution is a change and we have to explore.
Nation will rise to crush the system. Too long the people are the victims. Evolution, poor people are chanting. So much youth bloodshed. People will rise to crush the system. Too long the people are the victims. Revolution, poor people are chanting. So much youth bloodshed. We should live peacefully in love and harmony, spreading more love to humanity, not genocide nor slavery. Our people need to be free from subhuman cruelty. All over the world you see, it's a global catastrophe.
So nation rise, come and take your stance. Too much molestation in a dirty Babylon. A revolution time, come and take your stance. Hail King Selassie.
Send the higher one, me want to see me people chanting. Yeah, need to see me people rising. Yeah, need to see the nation calling. Yeah, I crush the system. Yeah, well I'm on sent too long chilling, blood been spilling. Question is what are we doing? Revolution coming, change is coming. I'm a dingo, and I'm a bowler. Nation will rise to crush the system. Too long the people are the victims. Evolution, poor people are chanting. So much youth bloodshed. People will rise to crush the system. Too long the people are the victims. Revolution, poor people are chanting. So much youth bloodshed. Aye, aye, aye.
So we say guidance to God, you know, because yeah, we exercise ourselves. So give thanks and think positive for all the suffering peoples across the earth, but especially what had take place in Gaza. You know, especially. So if you're a person that haven't been thinking about sufferation amongst people, then this won't be good for you. You understand? But Muslims as a whole and good people as a whole, them care about all these things. They're concerned with these things. You know what I mean? They don't just jump on a bandwagon no and say, yo. You know what I mean? It's something that is consistent. So if you're one of those people, yes, you understand? Think positive, right? And don't see this thing here in a black and white. You understand? Our plight must be mentioned. No point, no problem with that. You understand? But this is humanity now. And if we spin our yarn round and let humanity recognize it's a building block. Because the Almighty is not racist, not prejudiced. Who wanna deal with? Huh? What you dealing with? Some people, you know, they don't believe in Adam and Eve, you know. They believe that some people evolved from animals and some people them come from some other thing. They don't believe that God make the human being, you know. See, from the Adam and Eve. They don't deal with that. So them talk about the anti-tal man, the this man and the that man and this, right? And so forth. Ignorance that. And when you deal with that, that's where racism, your brain get mashed up. Your emotion get confused. Because you try convince yourself, your soul. But then you want to be the human. You want to be the original human. And everything else is not original. Oh, you get that? And then you're using someone else's perception, Darwin and all these people's perception, when the people are trying to discredit us. And I call we anti-tal, ape man and everything. If you didn't know that, you better start knowing that and stop it. Erase that nonsense from your mind. And accept that you're part of the human family, the human race. And anybody that go outside of that, you know say that they're not good and pleasant. So we have to do? Avoid them to the best of our abilities. If you engage them, it become like a plant that's been suffocated. When the time come for blossoming and everything, them season come, you're not flourishing because the weed them cover you up and strangle all you. And that's what the people has been good at with this racism thing. Them got us bogged down in it. And because we don't have resources, we're not at home, you know. We're away from home. And we don't have no resources, what else can we do? But if we were ignoring them and still trotting along, because look where we are. We have survived. We have suffered. Right? We're there. But maturity, mental maturity, spiritual maturity, we would have obtained. We would have obtained. And I'm saying to the next generation, to the best of my ability, that's what I'm advocating. And I will keep doing that. As long as I have breath. You understand? And don't think so when we're telling us that we have built something, that's something not building now. That's something that costs money right now. It's being built, orchestrated, tested, everything. It's just money to put it on the platform. And then God willing, it will come. Salam alaikum, gone. Guidance. Tell your friend them, man, we did it. And when I run away, unless YouTube decide will strike we off.